guys, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel. So it is officially October 1st, which means the Halloween crazy festivities are going to commence pretty soon. For me, it happened pretty early because where I work, or basically the two places that I work, we started doing Halloween decorations near the end of August, and I also work at Halloween City, so the 1st of September. So my Halloween festivities have been since August, but for some reason in October I have more of an urge to watch horror movies than I normally do. I don't really watch horror movies all of the time. They're usually the kind of movie that I watch basically, well, all the time, but for some reason in October it's more so, and I've been watching horror movies all day today, and it inspired me to do a video about the rules of surviving a horror movie. I honestly believe that if the people in horror movies followed these rules, then they probably would have survived. Also, I'm sitting outside. The lighting is terrible. I'm using the flashlight on my phone to give some lighting. It's also windy and it's thundering, which to me is kind of like appropriate. I don't know if this knowledge is useful or if it's just random stupid knowledge that nobody needs. Either way, let's get started. So the first rule, and I think this is one of the most important rules of surviving a horror movie, is never say, "I'll be back," especially if you are in at some big party or an event and somebody asks you, "Hey, could you go get the beer?" or something like that, and it happens to be in the creepy garage, which I have one over there. Don't look at them and say, "I'll be back," because you won't be. That just basically is writing the death certificate and opening the window for the killer to kill you. So don't ever, 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 ever say, "I'll be back." The next rule, I guess, is, and I don't understand why people in horror movies do this, but they have like the benefit of numbers and they're in a creepy place, and then they decide, "Oh, let's split up. We can cover more ground. It'll be harder for the killer to kill us if we're split up." No, if anything, it makes it so much easier for the killer to pick you off one by one. So don't go anywhere alone, and don't ever, ever split up. There's no reason for that. When people say there's safety in numbers, they are 110% correct. So don't split up. Never assume that the killer is dead, because they're not. They're not dead at all. They will, the moment that you assume that they're dead and you let down your guard, they will jump out of nowhere and stab you in the back of the head, and you will die. You will wake up in a hospital, and he will be outside the window, and then he'll come in and he'll kill everybody in the hospital, and then you'll fall off a roof and die. Never assume that the killer is dead. This rule goes hand in hand with the rule that I just said, which is double tap. Anybody who has ever seen Zombieland has heard of this rule. Double tap, triple tap, and if it makes you feel safer, quadruple tap. Make sure that they are dead. Shoot them in the head, shoot them in the heart, shoot them in the groin if you feel the need to do so. Make sure that they are dead. It'll save you a world of pain, and the world a world of pain. So double tap. Okay, scenario. You're in a cabin in the middle of the woods, which I know is a movie, but that's not the point. You're in the cabin in the middle of the woods, and you go in the basement, you're looking around, and you find a book that is covered in velvet and barbed wire or some sort of stuff like that, and you think, "Oh, it'll be so funny if I read this aloud," even though the book says specifically, "Don't read this, it'll have bad consequences, it'll raise the dead or darkness and you will die." But you want to read it anyway. Don't read or touch the creepy book, especially if it tells you not to do it in the first place. That should be your first warning, is when it says, "Don't read this, you'll die." You just shouldn't. Just leave the cabin. Just leave the cabin. Burn the book and burn down the cabin. Just don't read it. I don't care if it's funny to you, because it's not funny, because then an evil family will rise and kill all of you. So just don't read or touch the creepy book in the basement. The next rule is no drugs or alcohol. The moment that you consume alcohol or drugs is the moment that you are put at the top of the list for the killer to kill, because it is so much easier to hunt you down and to kill you if you are inebriated, if you're slow, if you feel sick, or if you think you're imagining things and it's not that big of a deal. A lot of people when they're drunk have a Wonder Woman complex. So, no drugs or alcohol. Be the sober friend and be that one that kicks the killer's ass and saves everybody's life. No drugs or alcohol. This next rule kind of goes hand in hand with the no drugs or alcohol, and it's kind of a drag, but anybody who does this in a horror movie dies. So, no sex. None. None whatsoever. Don't think about it, don't talk about it, don't give your partner them googly, sexy eyes. None. I don't think kissing is a bad thing, but the moment that you take off your shirt and show your boobs, or you show your giblets, that's when it all is over. Don't get naked. Anybody who starts to take off their pants dies. Anybody who decides to go skinny dipping dies. Anybody who talks about sex in a horror movie dies. So no sex. None. It'll save your life. This next rule doesn't just go for zombies, it goes for anything, and that is destroy the brain. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a psycho killer, a monster, or, again, a zombie. If you destroy the brain, they will die. Anything that has a brain will die if you destroy it. If you shoot them in the head, always shoot them in the head. If you are traveling and you want to go somewhere, here's a list of places that you should avoid. Amityville. 13th Street. I don't know if that's a place in a horror movie, but don't go there. Crystal Lake. Elm Street. Maine. And this is nothing against Maine. I hear it's beautiful. I want to go to Maine, but for some reason everybody in Maine dies. And I blame Stephen King, because he always has his characters in a story set in Maine and then people die. And I know it's because he lived in Maine, but still. Neil Bog. I don't know what that is, but don't go there. Or cornfields full of creepy children. Don't go there. You will die. Burn down the cornfield. Just burn it down. They don't need it. There's no reason for them to be hanging out in a cornfield anyway. But don't go there. The next rule is don't turn your back to dark areas, which is basically what I'm doing right now, because that's what that is right there. It's kind of hard to do, especially if you're in a house that's dark or you're outside. But mostly just be cautious. If you're in a place and it's very dark, just be careful while you turn your back, because if you're standing in a dark area, something or someone could potentially pull you into it, and nobody will ever see you again. So just be cautious. If anything, make a jacket made of LED lights, and light will be surrounding you, and you'll be fine. You'll be great. This isn't really a rule, but it's kind of a thing that a horror movie does all the time. But usually the virgin or the gay person usually survives till the very end, or they become the secret badass and save everybody's life. The reason I say usually is because it's not always, because you do have those movies that sacrifice the virgin for some kind of weird ritual, but usually if you're a virgin, or if you're gay, or if you're a gay virgin, chances are you can sit around a campfire roasting marshmallows and just watch all of your friends die, because you should be safe. I've also been watching a lot of true crime videos on YouTube where a bunch of people were kidnapped and killed, so I'm real jumpy. It's also raining. Anyway, back to the rules. Another scenario. Say you're in a car and you're driving down the road and your car breaks down and you get out and you're like, crap, what am I gonna do? And then you see this lonesome house and it's dark. Don't go up to it, knock on the door, and ask to use their phone. Because the moment that you walk into that house is the moment that you won't come back out. And your family will fall apart, your parents will get divorced, and all of your siblings will start doing drugs. So just don't do it. Go back to your car, stay in your car till it stops raining, and you'll be fine. Hallelujah, it's raining. Raining then, you'd be screwed. If you are someone who has these names, related to someone who has this name, you just know them, you should probably be really careful and watch your back. So their names are Sidney Prescott, Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, Carrie White, Jack Torrance, or Wendy Torrance, and the list, again, goes on and on. So if you know these people, are related to these people, or are one of these people, you should be careful. If you have the chance, run your ass off. If there is an opening, go for it. Do not hide, do not stop, Run, run, run. Because the people that run survive. If you think that it's weak to run, you're wrong and you will die. Run your ass off. If you cannot run, you beat his or her ass. Don't be pacifist. Don't think, oh, if I hide, he won't find me. No, you grab something, some kind of weapon, anything is a weapon. You beat his or her ass. You kick their ass. You kill them. Because the people who fight also survive. So there you go. Those were my rules of surviving a horror movie. I hope that you liked it. Thank you for joining me in this video. And if you did like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like me to make more videos about the rules of horror movies, because there's so many more, then hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, because I'm going to be making more Halloween related videos throughout October, then go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you do, you will survive. I'm currently recording outside because everybody in the house is asleep, so penalties of recording outside. Part of me's kind of annoyed that it's raining, but at the same time it's kind of fitting in a strange way. So yeah, thank you for joining me in this video again, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a beautiful night, and don't worry, I'll be back. Bye!